The information received yesterday is to me worse than the call that I got on the morning of Friday, September 7th.
No person ever should have to witness a tragedy like this. This young man, 26 years old, had a whole life ahead of him. Everybody seemed to have loved him. He had a lot of respect from just about everybody I'm sure he came in contact with. I don't personally know this brother, but from based off what everybody's saying about him, that he had so much promise. Now, this is another situation in America where an unarmed black man is killed. But this is not just a regular shooting. This man was literally sitting in his own home. How you end up getting shot in your own home, and it's so many conflicting stories about what the officer was doing. Basically, no matter what happens and no matter how this plays out, she was wrong. She said that she had worked a double shift and she came home. They said she was in uniform. I mean, everybody has seen this story. She came home, she parked her vehicle in the parking ramp on the fourth floor, on the wrong floor. She went to the wrong apartment. It's so many inconsistencies about this story. And the toxicology report about Miss Amber Geiger or whatever her name is, it's not being made public yet. Because how do you not know that you are at the wrong floor at the wrong apartment? And in different videos, it clearly shows that this apartment, his apartment, was one floor beneath hers. But the thing about it was that he had a red mat, a welcome mat or carpet in front of his apartment unit that would kind of distinguish his apartment from the other ones. Because based off the videos that they took, that all the apartments look the same. Now you have the other story about, okay, you get to the door and they said that you heard that the officer heard banging on the door. I mean, not officer heard banging on the door, that witnesses heard banging on the door. Um, why would you be banging on the door if this was your apartment? Didn't she stay by herself? So who was she is expecting to answer the door? Not to say she couldn't have had any company over, but everything about this story just makes no sense. Ultimately, the truth is going to come out because you can only hide behind that badge so long, and the truth is going to come out. Now they have stories thinking that maybe this young man actually knew this officer. Maybe they had some type of friendship or relationship, or they dealt with each other. It could be, but I mean, he's not here. He can't speak for himself. They have very little eyewitness testimony as far as what actually happened. So, we're pretty much relying on the quote unquote legal system to sit up here and find justice for this young man. But nevertheless, this is a terrible thing. And it happened all so commonly where a black man has been shot or killed by an officer. And it may be a point where this officer, this Amber Geiger officer chick, she may actually just get off from this. She may get away scot-free from this because they trying to paint him as being a person that had weed in his house and he was doing this. But no, you ain't gonna be able to cover this one up. And then this quote unquote police chief, which is a sister, I know she's under certain pressure to fire this officer, but firing her should be the least of her concerns. This woman should be facing capital murder charges for executing this brother in his own apartment. Literally. It's not like he was in her apartment and she might have had justifiable cause. She made the mistake and killed him. She took him from his family and his loved ones. So only God really knows what actually happened. And he's going to be the ultimate judge when it's all said and done. But It really right now is so early in the investigation, but we all know and we all have common sense. We kind of know how things played out. No matter what happened, if they had a relationship, a friendship, anything, she came to his apartment, whether she felt that she was in the wrong apartment or not, and she murdered this man. She shot this man twice, executed him basically in his living room. And they're going to sit up here. Hopefully, they'll get some justice. But we know how a lot of things play out with the cover up and how things go. So, I want to make this video in regards to this particular brother that lost his life. It's so many people across America, black, young African American males and females that have lost their life in situations similar to this, or different. But I hope that they find justice for this man, because this woman, Amber Geiger, is nowhere in the world she should walk away scot-free from this. Manslaughter? No, that was murder. Manslaughter is when you had some type of cause to kill this man, or whatever the case may be. You didn't have any cause. You made the mistake. You should pay the price. Simple as that. You took this man away from his family and his friends. He will not be able to come back. He can't speak from himself. So hopefully the voice from the grave will be able to speak in regards to what's going on with this case. If this lady had anything with inside of her that was any good, she got to come clean on this. Like the woman said, you have to come clean on this. You have to answer to these charges. You have to answer to this, because it's so much that doesn't make sense. There's so many holes in her story right now. You know, it changed from one thing to another. First, the door was open. First, you had to force your way in. Next time, people heard beating on the door and all that. The truth is going to ultimately come out in this case. And the American people, especially the black African American community, we want answers quick on this one. So the district attorney and anybody that's investigating this case, they have to come out with some answers. And first of all, let's find out this female's mental status. Was she drunk? Was she high? Whatever the case may be, release that toxicology report so we as a people can know what was her mental state. If she wasn't on drugs, if she hadn't been drinking, then we have to look at other avenues, because I can't see somebody being that tired where they go to the wrong floor, and they park their car at the wrong floor, and they go to the wrong apartment. And you can look and see some things don't match. They said the numbers to the apartments weren't on the door, they were off to the side. But you're not that tired to be able to not realize what's going on and where you are. You're an officer. You're supposed to be more observant than that. So, she can stick to that story for so long, but eventually the truth is going to come out. But I want to talk about this because it's been in the media so much, and I want to put my different spin on it and report on it. So until the next video, I want you guys to stay humble, stay blessed. Peace.